Today I'm going to walk you through the agent membership, the agent features. So once you become a member, an agent member, your first thing you'll want to do is go up to the agent info. This is going to bring up your agent profile. Now this is separate from your personal profile, which is found over here. Agents have a separate profile from their personal. This is kind of like your public profile. It's going to be on all the white label stuff that you send to your buyers. So you need to make sure you fill this entire section out as best as you can. This is not a picture of me, but just for demonstration purposes, for example, if when you come here, you'll probably see something like this. You're going to want to click that button, upload your headshot. It might look like that. Just zoom out. And now your headshot is uploaded there. Make sure your home county is set here. This is going to be the county where you're going to have your banner advertised to. You're going to appear on all the property details pages in rotation. So make sure this is set correctly. Fill out all this information here and make sure you upload a banner. The banner is very important because, again, you're going to be advertised on all the property detail pages. And when you share a property detail page or a property report with a potential buyer, your banner is going to show up in your white label. What is your white label? You just click right here. This is going to be the header on every single one of your reports and on the properties that you share. So make sure that you upload your banner and your headshot so that that looks good. Now make sure you also check that off. Include my banner to allow cash buyers to email me. If that is not checked, and it's not checked by default, so you want to make sure you check that, and that's how you get advertised on the site to get leads. So make sure that's checked. I'm going to uncheck it because this is all made up and that's not even me or my dog. Click Save Settings. And now that's set up for you. Now, how do you use your agent features? We're going to go over to Search Properties, click on Advanced Search, and this is going to pull up the main search application here. Now, this little hat and glasses, that's our real estate agent. We're going to switch into real estate agent mode, and here you go. There's your agent icon, so you know you're in real estate agent mode. And you're going to have a client list, which is currently empty since we haven't added anybody. So the first thing you're going to do, let's say you have a new buyer. So let's say new buyer 1. His email is buyer@buyer.com. Click Save. And as you can see, we now have an entry here. So currently you're browsing with no client selected. You're going to want to select a buyer. So we have one buyer here. Now, anything you do down here with these little hearts, instead of being favorites, and that's typically if you're not an agent and you're not in agent mode, these hearts allow you to save properties to your favorites list. Instead, these are going to save to your buyer list. So these are properties that you're saving to this buyer, and you're creating a list of properties for him. So if he likes, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, he's not going to want that one. So let's say those 2 properties. And this one, let's say these are a few properties that your guy would be interested in. So we just click those hearts. As you can see, our buyer now has 3 on his list. Click on View List so you can confirm the list that he has. Those are 1, 2, 3 properties. Now, the next step, you're probably going to want to send him his list. So click Send List. It's confirming that that's the address you want to send it to. You could add other emails here. We're not going to do that for this, but I always suggest click on Preview Report. Make sure it's exactly what you want to send. I'm going to click the preview. And that's going to download the PDF that's going to be emailed to this guy. So on the cover page, you get kind of a little summary. You get your banner up front and your information over here in the middle. These are the properties that are going to be sent out. And here's the property detail page. As you can see, address, basic information, your headers up at the top here. Looks good to me. And then you just click on send report and the report is sent out to your buyer. Now, after you send to your buyer, if you want to clear these properties out, you could just click clear list. And now he has 0 properties on his list. You could also edit the buyer by clicking there. You want to change his email. You want to change the name. You do it right there. Let's make him buyer number 2. Now he's buyer number 2. If you have more than one buyer, you just add a new buyer. New buyer number 3, buyer 3 at buyer.com. And now you could switch between these guys to create lists from. So now we're saving properties to buyer 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, now he has 3 properties. And you could do the same thing in any of the other views. For example, if you switch to our spreadsheet view, you're still in agent mode. You can add another property. As you could see, the number of properties saved to his list increased. It makes no difference what view you're in. It'll work either way. And if you want to switch to buyer 2 and add some properties, pretty simple. Now you could also add properties. Let's say you're searching for condos and you're not sure if you want to add the property. So you come into this property detail page and you're looking, that is definitely something I want to add to this. You notice you still have your real estate agent mode here. So you could turn that on or off on the property detail page as well. And then decide, hey, this property here, High Point Avenue, I'm going to add it to buyer 3's list. And as you can see, it's now on his list. It's pretty intuitive. Now you also have a share feature on these property pages. Now let's go outside of the agent mode. Even when you click here, there's anywhere in the site, you're going to see multiple ways to share searches or property detail pages. Every time you click share and you're going to email to anybody, they're going to get a white label version of the email share that you just sent them. It's going to look like this. The buyer will not get an email from Property Onion. The buyer is going to get an email from you, and none of the information on the property detail page that's in the email will reference Property Onion at all. It'll only reference you and have a PDF of the property that you're sharing. So it's kind of a great way to put up a wall between you and Property Onion. You are the agent, you do the work. Nobody's going to go around you when they don't know which site it's coming from. We built the agent mode with you in mind, with the agent in mind. And if you ever want to get in deep and manage your clients, this brings up the agent profile, client list, documents, support, and videos. So this is kind of like the agent clubhouse here. Click on client list. And here's all your clients. You could quickly add a client from this menu. You could also remove clients, or you could export their lists from here. You could delete the client altogether, download their report, and that report tells you how many times you emailed and what properties you emailed them. And you could edit the clients there as well. And that's it for this agent tutorial. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more videos coming up shortly.